I've been watching some ovens while prepping dinner and realized two things. Actually, three. One, I should be cooking in batches because prepping every day or day after day is nonsense. It's just stupidity. It means I'm a complete moron. I should be just preparing on a Sunday or whatever else day works for the entirety of the week. Um, I guess uni kind of messed up my scheduling and it still holds just inability to trust in schedule staying constant. But that's me problem. I should just work for it. Um, so I should just prep the meals for the entire week on a Sunday, since I cannot hire someone or buy the prepared food, uh, which would be good for me health wise. That's the best way to go about it. So I'm just gonna be preparing everything on the side. We'll figure it out, but that's I guess less important. That's just a hack that's a save of time. Uh, but the two things that I have gotten out of it. One is that I guess I had a tendency to not do the most important things first, or not always do them first, not realizing how important this is. Because I just kind of have a bunch of things that I need to get through, and I just do them in whatever order. Uh, Often, easier things first, because again, that's just how brain by default operates unless you override it. So I must make conscious effort to override all my impulses to do the easy thing for doing the hard thing, even if all the things considered have been planned for and must be done. Because it just makes sense. Like you do the important thing first, and then if you have time, you do the other things. Not the other way around. No matter how your body feels about the tasks, the most important, regardless of difficulty, again, should be done first. It just common sense. I have no idea how I could. I mean, I guess I had that at some point. I just kind of let go of it. I'm not sure why. I didn't have a defined process around it. I didn't have enforcement of this process. So I guess here I am rediscovering this. But I will do my best to not let this go. So first, the most important thing first, always first thing in the morning. And again, I've been running, doing sports the first thing in the morning. But also what I've been seeing is that uh, actually I don't have data on the other option, but with running, body, if my understanding is correct, partially primes for the day in the morning based on activity you're doing, like same as before getting into an activity. Uh, some brain areas are allocated to deal with physicality. And same thing in the morning. I'm not sure to what extent. It could be the same. It could be slightly more. The same as before taking activity. It could be slightly more. But definitely based on activity doing so. Kind of similar to. Again, I have no idea. I'm just speculating. I have very little data on this. Uh, what I do know is that the child looks at the environment, not looks at the environment, but there are many processes in the body which take the environment into consideration and then base some traits on the environment, childhood environment, like at different points of aging. You have, I think, at 3 months or 7 months, no idea. Before, not before birth, after contraception. Is it? No, it's not. From 6 to 2 months before birth, uh, there is a check for amount of nutrition in the environment in mother's how the hell it's called, placenta in this case, and based on it you have different levels of metabolism. Just one case for body adapting, and it's the same on different stages of aging. And for example, I was doing piano heavily, which is accidentally stays right here at like I think 14 to 16 years of age. And after that, I had 1 to 3 years without practice. But because that was during my puberty, uh, that was one of the skills that my body decided is important. So out of nowhere, I just got a huge boost to it because that's just how it fucking works. Like, you just got this has been again detected as something important, and so it has been optimized for. And now, for some reason, I can play jazz improvisations, which I did not train for uh, much, or and could not play at the time where I was practicing most, and at the time where I dropped consistent practice. I couldn't play, just no chance. But it just somehow developed over time. I picking up the clues from environment, from music, whatever, without conscious effort on my part, just develop the skill. Same thing with trading. Same. I don't have much data on this right now, which needs to be fixed, but well. Hopefully, same thing with programming. Again, not sure. Likely, actually, likely, but don't have concrete evidence there. But again, my examples are non-conclusive. There are some studies on how this is happening, which I have not read, but that's how it works. So, in the before uh, organisms, including human, have been evolving for so much time that very small optimizations are also included. So, organism optimizing for the adult life in the childhood, brain located in special brain regions before indulging in the task, and me thinking that the same thing occurs in the morning. Again, I don't have actually evidence to support that. That's based on my experience on other similar dynamics. So do not take that. I have not studied biology formally. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I think it makes sense to prime myself with work first before doing any sport, because again, that's the most important thing, not doing sports. And even though there is an argument for having to have lifted rocks, done something difficult in the beginning of the day, regardless, and then feeling like you can do anything after, which is a part. But running isn't that demanding, at least at this point for me. So it's actually more challenging to sit down the very first thing in the morning and go into work immediately, deeply. So I think I should start doing that for about hour and a half, and then just running and then eating breakfast. Uh, the window that I'll be able to allocate for work before breakfast will be the same, but that will be the first thing after morning in the morning. So that will also add to me thinking through the work problems while running. So that's actually a time save, and then potentially priming for the rest of the day. Whatever else, how the hell it works, I have no idea. Just speculating, but um, this, and then after running, I have some failure rate where I'm unable to get into work immediately because I've been doing other thing. I've switched context around and it wasn't connected to the work, and it's kind of reset to zero focus. And now coming to the second thing, I have gotten from some ovens, which again, for some reason, I did do it for some time, just dropped. Uh, like, crazy how consistent life is without system for implementing and keeping enforcing practices, which I've done to some extent, not perfectly, but I've been thinking much better at this now. Not forgetting, not dropping the practices at work. So the second thing is that I need to be planning the day tomorrow in the evening of yes, this day. I'm planning the day tomorrow, which already done. And this is such a simple thing, and it changes so much. It's crazy how I've spent so much time not doing this. Because, for example, again, after running, like I'd come back and I'd have a bunch of things I need to do, some things I want to do, and then it's just like a coin toss to what I'd take upon. And it's just inefficient, and you spend so much time thinking through what you should do, and then you have distractions in the moment, of the moment, that you need to deal with, right? And if you don't have structure, they set structure, and then you kind of need to go around this shit, and that's that's very inefficient, and you need to be like listening to your feelings because maybe you're tired, maybe you want to eat, maybe whatever, and I guess that also just detracts from work quality. That makes for better experience consuming food or staying rested. I guess because we listen to our body, but who the hell cares about that? I just want to get worked out. So I must be planning days before that. I'll figure out exactly how to structurize it in a way that it's impossible for me to drop, that it will be enforced similar to this journal entries. Because again, I had journals before. I didn't stick with it. I think the last time I tried it was for 30 days, maybe 40 days. But there was no enforcement, and I skipped a day, nothing happened. I skipped 2 days, nothing happened. You know, and here at least with this format, it's much more difficult. It's public, and I'm not gonna be deleting it, and I know that even when I get to the point of success, this will likely be watched, and if I have large breaks in consistency, that would be very embarrassing. So that's additional social reason not to drop the activity. I'd like to structure other things I must be doing in similarly. Uh, but obviously there are different ways you can just collect metrics and then automatically have tie it down with this. For example, I have an EV input, and alongside this EV, I have some other metrics which are not collected automatically, which must be entered manually, but they pop up, they initialize to either default value, either to none, when, and they are in the same file because I'm just using the NVMe markdown tree structure. It's very hacky, but works perfectly, surprisingly. So just open the thing, and while I'm editing the V, I might as well add other things. So it's a way of tying a collection of this data with the EV, and the EV I must be adding to the video title. So that I will be doing no matter what, as long as I'm doing videos. And then as long as I'm doing EV, there's a probability that I'm going to be filling down the metrics which I feel like filling down. And so far, most of them are getting filled time to time, some more than others. But the point being that I have entry points with some frequency for each metric I'm collecting, and that's honestly good enough. I don't need the data to be perfect or in perfect quality, perfect condition, perfect sample size, and so on. I mean, I do care, but focusing on data collection instead of just doing work would be bad. So this is probably the best way of organizing that, at least to my current knowledge. So that's something I'll figure out later. Maybe, hopefully, I'll think about it during the night, but I'm not sure how to make myself think about exact things during the night on command. Should be a way to kind of figure out structurize it, but haven't figured that yet. Anyways, I'll think through it. I'll edit. Must be making the hour by hour planning of the next day. Simple. It's that simple. Like it takes I don't know 2-3 minutes. And I've also written down the tree of goals which I had before, but in my mind, and because of that, it was kind of partial, and some places were understood but not defined. So now I know exactly at what time what goals should be hit. Like 20 years, I need to have quant from 4 standard deviations entity. Like if I somehow get myself to be of 4 standard deviations of skill, that I guess works. 4 standard deviations is just random thing, but it's about 1 of 32,000 to get it. So reasonable standard. I'm just trying to ensure that if I succeed in this, I am a worthy person, because that's kind of the ultimate goal. The only thing you can in life, all perceptions are through the brain. If you get the brain better, you have better life. So yeah, away from that. 5 years, I just need a quant form which is profitable. 1 year, I just need to be trading myself and be profitable, because I can shun away from it for some time, because I knew I need to develop algorithms, but it's kind of taking a tiny bit too long, and I've been away from the market a bit too long. Like I'm here now testing, but it's also it's completely insufficient, and I'm slowly losing my trading skills, which is horrible. So in a year's time, I need to be just a profitable regular trader, trading regularly, obviously using my systems, because I mean I made them to help me trade better. So uh, then what was it? 3 months, I think. 3 months. I wanted to have the discretionary engine, the iNews bot, and the centralized trade journal finished, done completely, released for my use, and then be using them some regularly, but like actually using them in the actual market on the actual trades. Uh, so then 1 week was I've written it down, but I've written down this font which I'm filming with, so that's a bit weird, and I cannot even show it, share it, because I don't have mic working PC, but working with whatever. 1 week it was getting description engine into the position where it's working, it's usable, just V1 .0 version, and then tomorrow I'm fixing SAR thing, plus some errors, bugs, doesn't matter. Again, I'd show it, but kind of difficult right now. So that mic and laptop, I mean, if laptop, mic, doesn't matter. That's the goal tree, and then I'm not gonna go into the exact plan for tomorrow. I guess I'll figure out a way to also share it publicly for additional social pressure on me to keep at it and have it be good. But right now it's too much work, so point being, I will continue doing this. I will do the meal prep on Sunday for a full week. I will know exactly what goals, the full goal tree I'm doing. I will do the most important thing, the first in the morning, always, and no other things will be done until it is finished. Which is very stupid. God damn it! It should have been a rule long ago, but um, oh well. And then I will be planning the next day, the day before. This is something that all successful people do. Both points. Uh, so if you want to be successful, I must do it too. It's there's a huge correlation there. Anyways, that's been way too long. I will go sleep.